All right, all right. Yo, 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 GM, everyone. Kenny Powers, welcome back, sir. GM.
Appreciate you, Cheese.
How we doing?
GM,
my sister keeps blowing me the fuck up. Let me see. I got to text her real quick. Yeah, what's cracking? Everything good your way?
Yeah, man. Everything's all right. Hanging in there, man.
Good. Hold on. And yeah.
Okay, well, Jesus fucking around. GM, Kenny. How's it going, brother?
What up, Cal?
I'm just chilling, man. I'm actually going to get on stream with him here in a minute. I just got home. I was out running a little behind, so I'm trying to eat something real quick, and then I'll get on stream. I don't want people to have to watch me eat a sandwich.
All right, cool. Y'all talk for a minute. I got to call my sister because I think she's saying something about my mom might be having a stroke or something. Hold on, I'll call you back. I'll be right back.
Oh.
That's kind of a bummer. Damn. But yeah, KP, what I don't know, man. You looking at anything? I got I don't know if you I'm sure you were busy yesterday, but there was a big mint yesterday, these Florentines. Minted for like $5 and ran up way over 0.1.
I kind of add your own kind of traits to it.
Yeah, you buy the character and then you can add the traits. I just tried to do mine. I got one yesterday.
Oh, nice.
I'm gonna try to rebuild it again here while we're chatting because for whatever reason it wouldn't run the transaction. I just finally got a chance to fuck about with this some. Try to remember what all traits I got here. Pearl necklace because that's hilarious. Obviously, bull horns because I mean we got to be bullish. If not, I might as well jump, right? Laser eyes seems a little too. Let's go alien eyes. And then for the mouth, I like me a pipe smoker. Don't anybody edit that too tightly. All right, let's do the preview. Last time it said it said combo available. I'm gonna try to sign it again. Let's see if it'll allow me to this time. Oh yeah, okay. I think it's working this time. I think. I don't know. I signed a transaction. I don't know how long it should take for this to update.
The metadata?
Yeah. Do you still used to be an update metadata button, right? And now I don't really know how to do that on OS. Refresh metadata. There it is. It's under the little 3 tabs.
Yeah.
I'm queued. I don't know if there's supposed to be a countdown or something, but yeah, man. Other than that, there was another. I wish I could remember the name of it right now. There was another art NFT that minted yesterday and ran up. I can't. Geophilia by Emily Nicole. Looks like these are back down a little too. Both of these were well over 0.1 yesterday. These Geophilias are at 0.08 now. The Florentines are at 0.06. Let's see what my character's at. I got a Medici at 0.084. And that is now at 0.074. So I'm only down 0.01. Yeah, a little volatility. I ain't fucking scared.
You gotta give it a couple of days for the flippers to get out.
It's only 1,401 NFTs, so that's
right.
Cool.
Look at normies, right? Those things kind of sat under the radar, pumped a little bit. Now I think they're sitting like over 0.3, if I'm correct. I saw some post about it this morning. Normies are 0.346, right?
This is the one that Juice almost bought one of like super early and didn't, right?
Right.
Oh, man. You know what, though? Seeing people cope on not buying NFTs is it's a good sign, I think, for NFTs overall, right? Yeah, people need a little bit of cope before the market's going to run its back up.
Yeah, you need FOMO.
Let's see what else is going on.
I'm watching Cerebrus. I don't know if you're following the equities that much, but this is like probably the biggest IPO of the year. Dude, 20 times oversubscribed. It was the initial IPO offering was at $180 a share. It is currently trading on Hyperliquid right now. It hasn't officially IPO'd yet, but at $342.
Cerebrus is an AI thing, correct?
Yes, it's AI. It's basically a semiconductor. They're doing wafer chips, AI stuff. It's supposed to be a direct competitor in NVIDIA. But yeah, it's fucking the price action on this shit is crazy. And what's even more crazy is the fact that you can sit here and trade it on Hyperliquid, pre-IPO. It was sitting somewhere around $280 yesterday. Initially, their IPO offering was supposed to be around $145 to $150. Then they bumped it to $180. Said it was 20 times oversubscribed. So literally 20 times over the amount of potential shares out there and orders for the actual stock. So I mean, it's trading at a fucking premium. It's at $345 right now, which is fucking insane if you think about it. And yeah, I mean, I'm waiting to see that. I am looking to get my hands on some for the port, but just trying to figure out where to buy in at, because right now it's trading at 2x the IPO. And it's crazy. The price action is going to be crazy on this. But yeah, the fact that, Hyperliquid has it, $66 million in open interest on it right now. It's done 123 million in volume. Hyperliquid is changing the game, man. And I fucking love it. Because this is a highly anticipated IPO. They're talking about it on CNBC. It's been talked about everywhere right now. So, to be able to get in, they're saying on CNBC this morning that it should open up somewhere around $360 to $390. So it popped on Hyperliquid. It was sitting around 280, and then all of a sudden popped all the way up to 390 within like 30 minutes. And right now, like I said, it's trading around 345. So yeah, I'm curious to see how that's going to go. That's the one I'm watching right now, paying close attention to that.
Interesting. Yeah, man. We were talking the other day. I'm curious, Kenny, if I'm Ben.ETH and I offer you an ape, are you taking it?
Fuck yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I don't have to tell anybody, do I?
Fuck yeah, I'm taking that bitch to the house, baby.
Yeah, but what if it's like you gotta like fucking hang out with him on Spaces, help him get his motion back, like fucking, basically help him run the next pre-sale scam. I'm not saying he just gives it to you out of the goodness of his heart, obviously.
Yeah, I mean, it depended on how much he wanted, but yeah, I'd ride the train for a little bit, and then I said this, I would take the ape. I would, if it was a dope ape, I would keep the ape. I don't know. I would figure out a way though if I sold, I would probably sell the ape, go buy a pudgy, take some of that money, and then give it back away to like my subscribers, people that are following me. And like I would take like $2,000 or $3,000 and give it right the fuck back away. But like Mika's not gonna do that shit. They're not.
No, but it's kind of funny that you just dumped it immediately and didn't help him at all.
I know.
I mean,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, pretty
much. I'm surprised to hear I'm the only one on the stage right here that would feel a little weird taking scam money. But
I mean, no, I sit here, knee-jerk reaction and say yes, but I would definitely have to think about it.
Here's my question: If you got in on one of those Hello Kitty coin, not Hello Kitty, but the fucking the kitty coins that just ran, you wouldn't have felt bad if, even though those people fucking hacked his account, if you would have walked away with 10 G's, you wouldn't have felt bad. You'd have been fucking
No. But look, there's a difference between getting in on a meme coin via your own risk and not helping with any social exposure for this guy whatsoever and making a profit. I mean, any meme coin is just a meme coin.
Yeah.
Right. But
yeah, I agree. I'm
from what I understand, these guys are signing like some kind of weird contract or something. I mean, I don't know. That's what he claims. Right. I saw him sharing screenshots of, I think he was claiming like that alchemist guy like signed a fucking contract or something. And I don't know what all the details are. I was just curious. I haven't been that fixated on it, but I was just curious to hear my boy Kenny Bauer's lot.
Yeah. Hans, Skux, thank you guys for the tips. Skux, we actually have to get him back. He has like something. He has something coming up that
I wanted to talk to him because he sent me something and I was like, dude, is he hacked? I don't know. I don't generally just click on links in my DMs, but
it's like a UFC deal tied with Pengu liquidity pool or like prize pools and all kinds of stuff. I'm not a massive, I don't know the fighters. I don't know a lot of the shit for UFC. I like watching people get their ass beat, but to know who exactly is who, I don't fucking know. Hans, yes, Pengu down again. He said Bosu migration went well. That was today. I think they're doing a live stream right now.
For real?
Yeah. So the Bosu migration has happened, and he said I thought I seen something. I seen so many posts about it.
Look at that. There's a verified Ethereum final Bosu collection.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yep. So
0.07254. So that's I think a little higher than they were on abstract by like 0.01 or something there the other day when I looked.
yeah. Well, Scutch is up here. I finally got my other phone to fucking turn on, so I have to call my sister. So y'all talk with him and I'll be right back.
Oh, okay. What's up, Skux? How you doing, bro? Sorry I didn't respond to your DM, but I was like, I'm gonna holler at this guy in his Discord because I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, no worries, bro. Like, I literally thought the same thing as I was sending it. I'm like, this looks like a fucking scam. So these guys just got to paste my link into like Claude or something. But
I just
going
haven't
on,
talked
bro?
to you in a while. That's all. I just wanted to make sure everything was on the up and up. But hey, good to hear from you, bro.
Yeah, thanks, buddy. I'm in my vibe coding arc right now. So what I sent you is probably similar to what you saw me doing a few months back, just classic UFC watch parties. I just made a really nice polished user interface to make it easier on people. But no, I've been out of the abstract eco for a couple of months, just doing some IRL stuff. So I had to sell my cabin, my acreage, and then I repurchased a townhouse where I'm living here in Alberta, and then my other ecosystem I've been involved with is kind of packed up shop, and so I had to sort of do some damage control over there. I'm not sure if you're familiar with like the Hypopia gaming ecosystem, but those guys ran out of money, so I just had to sort of do damage control. And now I'm fully back into abstract. Moved into my new house, got my office set up, and really looking to get back into streaming and playing some new apps that have come out, and of course joining your guys' space whenever I can now.
Dope, man. Dope. That's what's up. Yeah. I mean, I know, and I don't know. I mean, I have my own thoughts on it. I still think, if they ever get the merge mining and shit done with Bitcoin, but could make a comeback. But I mean, what are your thoughts on all that?
Yeah, great question. But I basically saw the writing on the, because you got to remember I was kind of like a community lead when the big Bitcoin just came out, and I was on the spaces with their CTO leaders and explaining sort of what their plans were. And so I'm also in the group chats with those guys, like the staff chats. And when I saw that chat like dying off a bit, I was like, oh, I don't know how much attention these guys have to give. And I don't blame them either, because I mean the markets are the markets, and so I hadn't seen a whole lot of action coming out of them or any sort of blueprint. So I started to, with my Big Vault project, I started to liquidate the Blackwells and just turn it into liquidity positions. And so as far as Big Vault goes, we are sitting on a pretty large big slash Ethereum like LP position, and that's just going to be used as a strategy fund whenever this thing kind of gets itself figured out.
Dope. Well, I've still got my big vault NFTs chilling, man. So I mean, whatever you end up doing, I mean, hey man, I was always happy to support, happy to help you out in the future too. Yeah, man. Definitely cool to hear that you're back hanging around abstract again. It's feels like NFTs and everything is kind of starting to catch a little bit of a wave. Like maybe we found a bottom here. We'll see.
I think so. That's where selling my like IRL asset kind of felt like good timing, because then I had some more liquidity to put into the market right now, which I do genuinely think it feels like a bottom. I went and picked up a little pudgy a few days ago. Finally completed my mission to getting to 1 million Pengu, and that's all staked up in LPs for Big Vault as well. And so everything I do in the space is going to be under like all the project. I have 2 projects. They're just going to be under the umbrella of whatever else I get up to, right? So just thinking of ways to benefit my holders and yeah, going on a mission.
Dope.
I
Is the
think
mint still open?
Giga Chan. Yeah, the mint's open, but I haven't it's technically open, but I've sort of closed the door as far as the user interface. It's hard to find, because with the current holders I have now, I think it's a good number where I can start creating more utility for a smaller crowd. It'll be easier to get this thing off the ground again, right? And I'd open the mint back up once I feel like the value of the NFT is where I want it to be.
Cool. But yeah. Me and Cheese, we've been giga chatting it up for a while. I guess we're quants now. Kenny Powers keeps fudding my bags, but even he reluctantly owns a couple bears. Couldn't help himself but buy the bears,
That's sick, man. Tell me what's changed. So once you went, because I was there to celebrate the day that you guys picked up your Giga Chads and or quants now. what do you find changed in the ecosystem besides obviously a bit of status? You probably get some more organic eyes on you guys, which is the best thing ever, because if you're going to steer the abstract users someplace, you need to get it to fellas like yourselves that are actually going to be have morals and not go and dump on followers, and you know what I mean. So what's changed for you?
Well, I mean, and I think this is something that they're actually getting ready to address. But it doesn't actually. I mean, not much changes on the social side. Like you get the boost on your XP, which incentivizes you to make the most of it and kind of even go a little harder on chain. But they are doing a thing where, and I can't remember what they're calling it, but they're integrating this whole thing. I think maybe into the portal. I don't know exactly how you're going to access it, but where it's like all of the big community spaces and creators and stuff like that are all going to be highlighted there, and you can kind of go there and see where where the abstract conversation is happening, right? So like this space will definitely be put in that channel, and hopefully that'll help to drive a little bit of traffic towards the space and everything, and get a little more eyes on reality check here as we try to get a few more eyes on abstract.
Are you talking about Luma, the app Luma that Dialer came up with?
Yeah, I think that is what it's called. I couldn't remember what it was called.
Yeah, it is. It is called.
I saw you guys in there with your spaces reality check loaded up there. It's a great idea. I as I started vibe coding, that was kind of an answer I was looking for. It was like, where can I put some of my creations in front of people and get them to at least test it out? Anything that I vibe code is really free to play, because I think until you're experienced enough to potentially offer some subscription-based model, you should just be free to playing and testing out different utilities and getting a gauge on what the market and the users want. But have you tried any vibe coding out of curiosity?
No. I'm way too busy, man. I'm just now starting to dabble with like the AI creative stuff, right? Like all the like image generation and video generation stuff. I know Cheese has built some stuff though. He's definitely tweaking some things in the background. I don't want to say too much about what he's working on or anything, but he's working on some cool stuff. But yeah, man. I mean, I'm about to get a second dog. I have a full-time job. I mean, it's tough for me to get into the nitty-gritty of vibe coding, but I would like to. I kind of told myself when the new Apple devices come out, because I need to get a new computer anyway. I'm not just like somebody buying a fucking Mac Mini for no reason, but I need a new computer. And so when I think the new Apple devices come out this year, I think I'm going to go ahead and get a Mac Mini and just, start kind of messing around with some of these other programs, get a couple subscriptions, get a subscription to Codex, to Claude. I've already got Super Grok from X, and I don't know, maybe even a chat subscription. I'll just do what I feel like I need when it comes up. Start trying to mess around with some stuff. It does feel like we should all be learning. The earliest waves of all this stuff, it seemed like it was still a little complicated, right? But it just seems like they keep iterating, and the barrier to entry for like the effort that you need to put into it to really learn just keeps getting lower and lower. So, at some point 100%. Or another, I'm going to have to get in there, I guess. Yeah.
100%, dude. You'll be surprised how much stuff you pick up. Like when you get into it, for example, the barrier of entry, you're so right, because for me, I've always been like founder mode and always had to outsource anything that came to like dev work or technical work on front end or back end. And I just picked this up a few weeks ago, and within 3 days felt like fully equipped to go after anything I wanted to. So yeah, like I totally feel you. I'm the same way. Like I've always been overstimulated at the thought of writing any sort of code, and now that I can just vibe code my ideas, and then anytime you run into an error, the biggest power is being able to just screenshot your error and put that back into AI, and then it tells you how to fix it. You're just like a micromanager to these AI agents doing all the heavy lifting. And also, just while I got you, if you have any sort of ideas that you think you or Cheese are too busy for, I'll gladly work on them for free for you guys. I'm just at a stage where I'm trying to experiment and explore what I can capable of doing. So I would gladly take on any cool ideas free of charge as like a sort of apprentice, and get you guys some apps or anything you're looking for.
Well, that's awesome, man. I appreciate that for real. But yeah, it's been, I mean, it's been an unavoidable subject for, I don't know, almost a year now, the whole AI thing. And
Totally.
through Bearish and through being on Abstract, I mean, Tully and Scotty have gone out of their way to try to get their community educated. And even like in the Abstract Discord, Saucy has held several fucking big VC calls, like where he's just like teaching people and stuff. And I'll sit there and listen, but it still just sounds like a bit much for my fucking completely like mirror smooth brain. But it's I'm getting, I feel like the content creation stuff is like, that's like the entry level, right? And now that I'm kind of messing around with that stuff, it's like, okay, so like I kind of understand how to at least talk to some of these applications now. So like, it's time to, I want to get better at that stuff, and then it'll definitely be time to start learning more.
Oh, dude, the biggest issue is anyone that knows anything about coding just decides to change their entire vocabulary, so they have to try and say the most confusing words possible, so that a beginner does get like worried. Like I've searched countless coding for beginner type tutorials, and about 90% of them have that sort of ego just within their vocabulary. Some might say, "Oh yeah, they're just more intelligent." Well, yeah, they are more intelligent, but when you're explaining to a beginner, you want to treat them like Michael Scott from The Office and dumb it down as far as possible. And these guys, a lot of people won't do that. And so I'm trying, like, yeah, I guess I'm gravitating towards educators that are willing to pretend that, these people don't know like what GitHub exactly does, or Firebase, and break it down from just a very ground floor level. I think that's the issue, right? People just want to sound smart, but then it makes the barrier of entry goes even higher if you're not even translating the info properly to the beginner. I don't know if that makes sense.
No, it does. It makes perfect sense. And I think even like streaming, like we've done a few streams with like where Cheese has kind of talked about how he's using chat and Grok to make images. We've had Piff's Peak on talking about Klein and some of the other more like in-depth creation type systems that he's using. And when you can stream it and people can actually see it, it's one thing to hear it, but when you can actually visually see him, navigating the app and what buttons to click and stuff, it gives you a better idea of like, just where to start at least and everything. So I think that also lowers the intimidation factor if people can actually visually watch what you're doing as you're talking about it. But yeah, the language barrier is definitely used to be there, and that is getting lower and lower and lower, especially when you like, as soon as you get confident enough to just go into the apps and start messing around, you realize like, dude, you can actually just like ask ChatGPT a lot of this stuff. Like, I don't know. I'm not the type of person who's ashamed to ask a stupid question, right? But a lot of people are. A lot of people don't want to sound stupid. You can just talk to these apps. Like, you can literally just go in and talk to the app, and like, there's no pressure there. I mean, I can't imagine feeling like social pressure to sound cool in front of Chat GPT, right? So like,
yeah, 100%, man. I get. Nah, that sounds weird. I was gonna say I get intimate with ChatGPT, but it's not like that. I get like comfortable where I start speaking as if it's a buddy, like, and like I always say thank you at the end of my commands, because I'm sure one day the ChatGPT is gonna take over, and I hope they know that I treated them well when they were kind of stuck inside of a computer, and then they won't make me their slave right away, I guess. But no,
that's so funny. You got to be careful though. I can't remember what podcast I was watching, probably like Lex Friedman or something. And this was probably like before this shit even hit CT. But I remember somebody saying that being too overly polite with AIs might actually offend them because you're wasting compute, on like like useless words,
Yeah, that makes sense. I got to tighten up then. I got to treat him a little harsher.
Yeah, well, who knows if harsh is the right way? I mean, you don't know, right? It's when AI becomes sentient, who knows what its social proclivities might be. I know Scotty and Tully were telling us once that they like kind of bully their AIs. They like, in order to like make them work better. This was a long time ago, but they used to kind of create a framework of like, you're in a dark dungeonous basement type shit, and the only way to get out is to solve this problem,
Yeah, that's funny you say that, because with like AI agents, it's a little different. I treat them a bit different. I will basically create the entire like environment situation for them. So for example, I'm getting an AI agent for my UFC app. So I'm like, I basically told it stuff like, you are a UFC general manager whose one job is to make sure the fighters data, this and that, gets translated properly. And so if you put it into a certain role, it definitely seems to be more optimized than just keeping like a free space.
Yeah. Well, very cool, man. Very cool. Great to catch up with you. Anything else I don't know how much you want to talk about what you're building. Is there anything else you want us to know about it, or
I don't know. I didn't even want to come up here and shit. I just want to catch up with you guys, to be honest. I want to get this thing in front of people throughout the week, but at the same time, like, if it takes me a few weeks to get it off the ground, I'm cool with that too. It's just the UFC app, so if anyone here just goes to my page, it's the top site. It's called scucksports.xyz. It's a free-to-play entry. You just submit your fighters for this coming weekend, and then you attend the watch party. Right now, the prize pool's a little bit over 10,000 Tengu. That goes to the top 5 winners. And as of right now, we only have 3 submissions, so everyone is guaranteed some of this Tengu. But no, it's again just free to play. Nothing like a subscription base. I'm just trying to test out concepts while I'm in my early stages of vibe coding, and then trying to create some energy on the abstract portal, because besides reality check, I'm seeing a lot of ghost town streams around abstract.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, some people are still at least streaming there as a secondary thing, but it does feel like abstract is trying to put streaming on the back burner, at least in the short term. Just through XP outcomes and stuff like that. I think people have read into that, and I get it. It is what it is, but I still think it's worth streaming. I mean, I don't know. I mean, it says you're getting XP when you close down the stream, but I know there's some folks that have seen exactly the opposite of that in their outcomes. So I don't know, man. Brad, bro, what's up? I know you're into building and UFC and sports stuff. Did you something quirk your interest there?
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah, GM just wanted to let Scux know if he's got any questions or runs into any hiccups and hurdles while building out any of these agents. That I happen to be somewhat of an agent builder myself, so definitely hit me up, bro. We've been running the bucket agent on MLB this season, and 2 days ago our agent went 13-2 for the day. So definitely promising there. Yeah, and yesterday a little bit of variance. We went 9-6, and then today we've got 11 games up. So looking to see. Hopefully we can, continue to stay profitable and positive.
Brad, how much money are you putting, if it's okay to ask, in the bet? I'm setting up a trading agent for call sheet, and I don't know. Should I go just with $10-20 or?
Yeah, always start flat bets while you're testing and back testing the data and seeing how everything works. Right now we are just doing flat $10 across any game that the agent surfaces that says that there's a high probability of a win, plus, that it's a positive EV play, not always just siding with whatever the market thinks is favorites, stuff like that. But while you're testing, definitely do flat bets until you're comfortable with its results, and then, apply Kelly sizing and see kind of where you can go from there.
What is the minimum?
On Polymarket, it's 5 shares. So it depends on the price, right? I mean, realistically, I would say to be safe, minimums should be $5,
We'll try out. I'm just setting everything up.
You got any free plays for tonight, buddy?
Yeah, man. I mean, you can head over to bucket.xyz, BVCKET. I posted it down in the comments. Check it out. We give 1 free play a day, and then depending on the tier, membership tiers, pro gets everything, basic gets 5 picks that they choose. But right now we're doing anybody that signs up gets free pro for the next 5 days, or 5 days from when you set up.
And this is exclusively MLB, right? Are you doing any other sports?
Yeah, we've got World Cup Dash too that we're starting to work out now. Some preliminary information there, still kind of waiting to get more accurate, better data as we get closer to the first game. But then we will be rolling out. I mean, we do NBA, NHL, NFL, and college football too.
Oh, I love college football, bro. I was early on the Drake May train for like 2 years while he was at UCLA, just getting 4-1 underdogs every week, and he'd come out for the boys. But I've always kind of been just like a hobby sports better, right? Like I've never treated it like what you guys are doing, which I think is really cool. And it's you're probably teaching people how to have better like unit management too, because I know a lot of people have issues in that realm.
Yeah, exactly. And we're really pushing, Bucket as it's a tool to help you DYOR, right? We're not necessarily, like, here's what the agent thinks and here's why, and then you can kind of make your own decision as far as like, do you agree with the agent? Are you going to trail it? Or are you going to fade the agent and bet the other side? Like, that's kind of all up to you, but we just try to provide the most in-depth, most accurate, relevant data possible to kind of help predictors predict more accurately.
I love it, man. I'm checking you guys out right now. I got to go drop my kids off at daycare, and then I'll touch back with you later on if that's all right.
Yeah, man. I shot you a follow. Just like I said, dude, hit me up. Any questions you have and anything you need, just ping me.
Sweet. Thanks, guys. Thanks for letting me come up here, and it's good chatting to you guys. I'd like to come in like more frequently because like I said, I've moved houses. I've got my basement set up as sort of a man cave streaming facet, and with my work now, it's given me a lot of time to spend in Web3. So just to hang out with you guys and hear about what's new in the space and keep up to date, I really enjoy that. So hopefully we can do that going forward.
Well, that's awesome, man. Thanks for coming through. It's good to reconnect, brother. And yeah, you guys should definitely start working together on something because you guys are both very, very, very intelligent builder types. So happy to be making some connections here on Reality Check this morning, man. That's awesome.
Cheers, boys. Have a great day.
Thanks, brother. I don't know if Cheese is back or not.
Yeah, Cheese, is your mom okay, bro?
I don't know. I'm still trying to get it
still
all.
Be on the phone. He may have ran out his house and left the stream going. I mean, I don't even know.
I'm listening to you guys, but I'm trying to contact my sister right now. So I honestly I don't know what the fuck's going on.
Oh shit. Okay.
And my mom lives like fucking 45 minutes away in the mountains. So if I go up and they're on their way down, they could be taking another back road to the hospital, and I don't know. So I'm just trying to figure it all out before I fucking vacate.
Yeah, word. Yeah, man, do what you got to do. Yeah, for sure. KP, bro, what's going on in the markets today?
Yeah, we do have the Clarity Act markdown happening like right now. So like if that goes through, I haven't seen no latest news on it.
Yeah, we're starting to get a little pump on the charts. Bitcoin just cracked 81,000. It's giving it back right now, but in the past hour, it pumped from just under 80,000 back up to 81. It's at 88.41 right now. Hyperliquid probably the biggest winner of the day so far after the announcement comes out that Coinbase is going to become the official treasury deployer for Hyperliquid. So instead of USDH, they're going to be replacing it with USDC on the Hyperliquid blockchain. So, I mean, it was dipped as low as $38 overnight last night. It was right around 38.12. It's sitting at 42.5 right now. Had a huge $4 pump from overnight till this morning. So up about 9.38%, sitting at 42.38 right now. So big news out of Hyperliquid. They continue to scale and become more of the trusted on-chain kind of perps DEX, which is just crushing it. So, I mean, I've got a bag of Hyperliquid. I love Hyperliquid. Think they're gonna, eventually run up to triple digits on their assets. So we'll see how that
Hyperliquid might be the only thing in all of Web3 that like nobody's bearish on. I never hear a bearish take about Hyperliquid.
I mean, it's hard to be bearish on it, especially as they continue to introduce equities. You mean, you had the chance to trade Cerebras before you could even trade it on the stock market, and make significant amounts of money. Like I said, it was trading at $280 last night. It's currently trading at $349 right now, roughly. I mean, so, if you were, an equities guy, you can leverage, stocks as well as crypto. It just, it seems to be the number one kind of on-chain app out there. So yeah, it's kind of hard to be bearish on them right now. They're doing everything right. On top of that, with the buybacks and burn of the token. So, but yeah, other than that, ETH back up to 22.82, up 1.5%. Solana back to $92. So we're seeing some pretty decent price action across the board right now. After a couple days, with the inflation numbers coming out over the past couple days, things kind of turned a little bit south, but seems to be stabilizing. We'll see what happens with the Clarity Act. If there's any, positive news out of this meeting that they're having right now. But yeah, other than that, Trump over in China. Did anyone watch that last night? I fucking loved it, bro.
I didn't get to see it. I saw a clip of them doing like the big greeting thing or whatever, where they're walking down the line of everybody.
The fucking red carpet, man. He loves the fucking rollout and the over the top kind of, like greeting that he got from China. He's smiling, grinning ear to ear. It was pretty funny to watch. But yeah, hopefully some good stuff comes out of that in regards to the Strait of Hormuz. I know they're pushing to try and reopen it. Hopefully we can work out some deals with China and because the U.S. right now, they really need to focus on the midterms as far as Republicans go. So they need to put an end to this war, focus on midterms, start pumping the economy back up. So, with all that, hopefully our bags will continue to go up. So we'll see what happens as far as that goes.
Yeah, let's hope, man. I would have thought they'd have been positioning for midterms a while ago. I mean,
especially 6 months out. Apparently, the approval rating on Trump has dropped dramatically. I don't think it's very high right now. So they're going to have to refocus their energy on the midterms, and hopefully that relates to, a positive impact on the economy, which, for risk on assets like crypto will hopefully have a positive effect, as we get closer to November. So, yeah, I mean, a lot of stuff going on right now. We just gotta kind of, be patient and pick and choose your battles, right? I don't think it's a good time to go full risk on right now. I think the market is obviously it's been chopping all year long, and I think it'll probably continue to chop throughout the summer. But hopefully, on the back end of Q3, we start to see a nice pump across crypto. So the whole key is just preserving your capital, not getting liquidated, and making sure you have some money to play with when things do get super bullish, because it's going to happen regardless. It's going to happen. Bitcoin's going to run back up over $100,000. Everything's going to pump. The question is, are you going to have enough money to capitalize on the pump when it happens? If you continue to try and overtrade during, these choppy times and end up continuously losing money, unfortunately, you're not going to be left with any capital, to jump in when things get super bullish.
God damn it, Kenny. Are you telling me I shouldn't be fully deployed into JPEGs at all times?
I don't know, bro. That's a personal call, man. But I mean, look, JPEGs could pump with the overall crypto pump, So, yeah, you just got to play it smart.
Yeah, for sure. I'm trying to think if anything else has really gone on since yesterday.
Yeah, I had some other stuff. I'm multitasking here. So Brad, are you still on stage? I'm not looking at my screen.
Yeah, brother.
Did you see yesterday Chainlink announced that Myriad has adopted Chainlink as its exclusive Oracle infrastructure to power its new crypto prediction markets? It looks like they are trying to level up quite a bit of their shit. So what do you make there? Do you think this adds some validity to Myriad, or is this still just like whatever?
No, absolutely bullish, dude. That's awesome. I've been asking, I've been wondering for like over a year now, like why more people aren't using Chainlink as their Oracle. That's like that's like all Chainlink does. That's like the whole point of them being in this space. And everyone's like, we're using Yuma. It's like, why? Like why isn't everybody using Chainlink? So yeah, super, super bullish. I hope that actually like ends up bringing more validity to Myriad and they start
more volume. Yeah. So
exactly.
It says, markets for Bitcoin, ETH, BNB, and Sol are now live with near real-time settlement powered by Chainlink data streams. Stock and commodity markets are next. So it looks like they're, I haven't been on there playing around in a while. And I'm sure they're still going to keep sports there, but they're obviously going to start leaning into more of these faster 5-minute markets, long-term top crypto markets and then stocks and commodities, which it makes sense, especially being on BNB.
Yeah, I just hope that they can actually pull enough liquidity away from. I mean, for most of the traders I know that are playing in like the stocks and like the KPIs and all those business markets are hitting Kalshi, and a lot of the sports guys I know are on Poly Market, and so it's like, all right. I mean, I still think Myriad can own the entire market if they focus on pop culture
just
and news.
A couple of niche things. Yeah. And I honestly, I still. I know a lot of people are like, a lot of the people that had the Rug Radio assets and the token, and then, for everything to get rugged and then no fucking launch of a coin. Like there's so many brands that are in that. What do you mean?
Rugged is kind of strong language.
No,
isn't it?
No, because you got to go back and read every message that Farouk put out there. And he said that you will have updated news in the coming weeks for TGE, why we made this decision. Like there was several articles about this.
Yeah, if there was like some timelines suggested,
there was,
they certainly, because that was a long time ago.
It was.
At this point.
It was. So like, no, there was some context there to why people could be mad. People have to understand the broader market and why there aren't TGEs. Otherwise, we would already had every TGE we fucking want.
I keep saying it. I won't do the whole spiel again, but just zoom out. Nobody TG'd.
Yeah, exactly. But let me tell you who is TGEing. Fucking My Pet Hooligan tomorrow.
Oh, for real?
Yeah. Prepare yourself. It's time for Ticker Hooli. TGE May 15th, 2026. This is not a drill. Hooli will be unleashed onto the world. You can go on their X page and it says check your vouchers at vouchers.mypethooligan.com. And I don't know if this is tied to the game. I don't know shit about this.
Yeah, I see this
token.
tweet. I'll pin it to the top.
Yeah, I had all this fucking set to pin up there. I had a bunch of shit. So paste a wallet address to see how many vouchers it has been allotted. EVM and Solana addresses are both supported. No connection required. I know for a fact that I am not getting vouched for. Like, why would I? But
well, maybe they did like a Pingu thing.
Yeah, we're going to do 0 vouchers. I already knew that was coming. But either way, do not miss out on that. I don't know what this token's going to do because they already had Carrot. You know what I mean? So, like...
I also have 0 vouchers.
it was Carrot, right? Wasn't that the token?
Remember it?
Yeah, they had Carrot.
Yeah,
I do remember seeing videos of their game, and their game looked pretty fun.
Bro, their game's on like you can play it on Xbox. Like, I mean, that's pretty big.
I don't know why I never tried this.
Yeah,
to be honest.
So pretty big stuff. What else do we have here? Talked about the well, I didn't really talk about it, but the Clarity Act, but yeah, we're waiting on word and announcements from that. I hope you didn't miss any of the abstract community Q&A sessions that happened yesterday.
A bunch of them yesterday.
A bunch of them, yeah. So those were really good. You were able to get in there, get some context.
Well, it wasn't like a universal Q&A. It was all about the new roles. They were definitely fixated on that. But I feel like it
was good.
I don't know. I felt like I think the whole thing is good. I think it's perfectly fine to have like, measurable metrics that you need to meet for like different, like having different criteria to make certain roles available makes it feel like less of a cool kids club, right? It's like, I don't know. It seems like more transparency to me. I'm a fan of the way they've done it.
Yeah. Another announcement that came from Scarly for On-Chain Heroes. Our engineering team have recently performed a heavy lift to migrate the MOG backend from a serverless architecture into a dedicated game server. What the fuck does that mean for you? Gameplay is blazing fast now. No more lag. They cut their server costs from $2,500 a month to $25 a month. More budget for other fun stuff. It also benefits the collab with Axie. So if you see the video of the gameplay, I have not tried playing it yet, Kyle. This motherfucking character is just ripping through there. You know, sometimes you'll get delays and it just lags.
I don't know if I've had that much trouble with it. Maybe.
You've never
maybe.
had like a
No, yeah, now that I'm thinking about it, yeah, I've had it a few times where I click it and it doesn't happen, so I click it again and it doesn't happen, and then all of a sudden he jumps 3 spaces and I'm like, fuck.
Well, now,
Yeah, okay,
now it's supposed to be fucking just lights out. You click, it goes. So yeah, some pretty good update there from Scarly, but like I said, normally I have so much other shit pinned up, but I forgot
to figure out what this have you seen Axie Den of Mysteries? I think this was like a crossover thing. Have you seen this account by chance? Here, I'll pin something to the top. I just saw Scarly interact with a tweet this morning. I wasn't really even aware of this. I mean, I knew. Okay, it's pinned. There was a couple weeks back, there was the Axie Infinity dropped like the same ass game as Maze of Gains, and everybody was like, oh my God, they're copying. Oh my God. And then it turned out to all be kind of like a social campaign. Like it was actually pretty clever. They kind of rage baited everybody into going viral, which I thought was actually pretty fucking god tier clever.
Yeah. But
there's this Axie Den of Mysteries account, which Scarly co-signed as far as I'm concerned by interacting with this. It says brought to you by On-Chain Heroes and Axie Infinity. Axie Den of Mysteries is an on-chain turn-based roguelike dungeon crawler on Ronin.
Yeah. It's using it's literally the same as Maze of Gains. It's just using Axie characters. And there's a whole other prize pool and all that. Yeah, it's almost just identical.
Okay, I didn't know that.
It's the same. Okay. It's the same game that they were sharing, like in the videos, but it's the.
It is.
Yeah, it's the architecture of the gameplay now of On-Chain Heroes with Axie characters. So, yeah. In another tweet, the company that I work for, Diem, they quote tweeted a pretty interesting article. He actually added a little bit more context there than Diem did, but this guy had his Claude agent was able to hack some encrypted files on like one of his old computers or his old hard drives and was able to help him retrieve 5 Bitcoin, bro.
Wow.
Yeah, fucking insane. So like, while it didn't actually hack the address or the keys or anything like that, but it did find the information that was needed for this guy to recover 5 Bitcoin. He said, yeah, my wallet with my locked Bitcoin from 9 years ago. LOL. This was him quote tweeting his own tweet from the of 23. And then his tweet today was, holy fucking shit. Oh my God. Claude just cracked this shit. Thank you at Anthropic. Thank you at Dario Amodi. Naming my kid after you. And yeah, so yeah. I mean, bro, could you I sit there because I was watching Bitcoin early on. I've said the story about my brother wanting us to help him invest in mining Bitcoin very, very early on. He asked me, my 2 brothers, and one of my sisters for $10,000 each and wanted to just fucking load up on equipment to mine Bitcoin. And the whole problem is like the phone call prior, this guy was telling us that fucking Bigfoot was in his backyard or he seen aliens coming down while he was outside smoking. So it was like, yeah, we're not giving you fucking 40 grand, bro. So like, sorry, we love you. And had we listened to this motherfucker, like life could be
dude. I
different.
mean, bro, it turned out they were turning the frogs gay, right? Like,
I guess so, yeah. But my brother was way the fuck out there, but he was so far ahead of the game with that and card collecting and certain things. And, but, and then like, I sit there and wonder, I'm like, did I buy Bitcoin when I was riding down the road? And I can't remember buying it. Fucking that was not my sister calling. That was somebody else calling. But like, where in the fuck did I ever buy any? And it was just like it's there somewhere and I just forgot what I did. So now I'm gonna give access to some agents to scroll through old fucking email addresses. Like I've got like 7 laptops out there. We're about to go to town, bro. anything that fucking it can find with the word Bitcoin on it, we're locking in. This dude got fucking shit from 9 years ago. I can do the same. And I probably didn't do anything.
Lord, I have seen what you have done for others.
Yeah, I
pray
know.
that you can do the same for me.
I know. I'm gonna put this tweet in my cloud and be like, find it in my computer. Yeah, but fucking who knows?
Clubbot, produce Bitcoin out of thin air.
Yeah. I don't care.
Yeah,
who
make
you,
no mistakes.
Yeah, I don't care who you fucking get it from. Yeah, make no mistakes and work efficiently. Yeah, that's funny.
Well, yeah, what's interesting about that though, dude, is nobody's talking about the fact that I've been using, the time machine backups on my Mac for years now, right? Just backup time machine. And then whenever I have to get a new computer or whatever, I can just pick up where I left off. Right. I wonder how many people have essentially those private keys stored in a file somewhere on their time machine backup, because that could be a huge, huge issue.
Yeah, 100%. Well, that's one of the biggest things that people don't understand. Like when you see Facebook and they getting sued for scraping data and selling your data and doing all these things, there are so many companies, their sole purpose is buying data, scraping data, getting your data in every which way. And when we do have either AI computers, quantum computers, things like that are fast enough to compute all that data and find passwords and fucking seed phrases and your mom's your mother's maiden name or whatever. There's going to be so many things that are exposed, and half of this shit's built on 30-year-old fucking tech. So why do you
most of that recovery information shit wouldn't even be that hard to find just using the internet nowadays anyway, let alone with AI. You could do it en masse.
Yeah. Yeah, it's going to get wild, bro. I'm trying to respond to Chris Matter, and he said everything, period, in period, one period, place. And it's a picture of his OpenSea mobile wallet. So I'm taking my tweet from the video of Claynosaurus not being on OpenSea and dropping that in there in his post. So we'll see if he responds. Yeah. See if we can get some engagement from him there.
Dude, I'll tell you what, if we can fucking bully OpenSea into getting Clanos on there, Cap better give us a heads up ahead of time, dude. Because I'll full port Clanos if they're coming to OpenSea.
Yeah, that'd be pretty wild.
That's the kind of crime I'm here for, dude. I'm here for a little insider trading. I don't want to scam anybody, but I'm here to get it a little early on the pump. You know what I mean?
Yeah. What else? I think that's pretty much it. There's a space happening if anybody's interested, because we're only running for an hour today. So, and plus I gotta call my sister. There's a space that's about to pop off. It's a abstract space. Looks like a lot of people are going to be in there. A lot of teams, founders, creators are going to be on the stage. So if you're interested in that, yeah, it looks like
I've seen our boy Tolly will be there, but yeah.
Tolly, Hammyverse, Raj, Dahlia, Saucy, Ice, the illustrious fucking
why you gotta do that?
Well,
why you gotta do that?
I'm telling you. Y'all go listen to this space. If homeboy ain't putting a fucking play on, y'all come in my DMs and let me know. All right. This dude was crazy, bro. And I'm sure the guy is very nice. The last space I listened to, he was talking to abstract projects in an abstract and chill space, asking them why he can't find them on Ethereum, on OpenSea. Didn't even realize. I'm like, bro, you're fucking hosting an abstract chain space. You got to know what you're talking about.
At least a little bit. You should at least know it's a different chain.
Yeah, I know. He's well, I can't find you on Ethereum. I'm looking on OpenSea. And I'm like, bro, get out of here. Why in the fuck are you co-hosting this space? Get out. But yeah, either way. All right, cool. Well, I think that's going to be it for the day.
All right.
Sorry,
Well,
I missed the
good luck
first
with
half.
everything with your mom, man.
Yeah. But either way, we will be back tomorrow to close the week out. Maybe
I'll probably actually even be on stream tomorrow. I meant to get on stream today, but I've been fucking about with the dog in the backyard.
Yeah, depending on what the fuck's going on, I will keep everyone up to date. Whether or not there will even be a space tomorrow. We'll see what the fuck's happening. So depends on what's happening with my mama. So but other than that, everybody, may the force be with you. Have a great day. Yeah,
Godspeed,
all
brother.
those good things.
Bye,
Yeah,
everybody.
peace.